Hello and welcome back to another video on the channel where this time I'm discussing the results of Serie A and La Liga Matchdays 32 as well as Bundesliga Matchday 30, and without further ado let's begin with Serie A Matchday 32. And Monza, they continued their winning streak against Spezia, and Spezia are in real trouble right now because, well, they aren't getting relegated right now, but they are pretty close, and I believe they have the same amount of points as Hellas Verona, who are 18th. And Roma and AC Milan, they played 1-1 draw in a match that looked like it would have no goals, but in the end 2 added time goals in the second half and 1-1 result there. And obviously those teams, Roma and AC Milan, both fight for the last Champions League spot. But in the end of this, in the light of these results, Inter Milan are actually the team that occupies the 4th place in Serie A right now, because they beat Lazio 3-1. And yeah, Inter, they played a good game against Lazio, especially the second half. And now Inter Milan, both Milan teams and Roma share the same amount of points and are places 4, 5 and 6, so that should be interesting to follow in the last match days of Serie A. Juventus, their struggles continue against Bologna, and they haven't won a game in a while in Serie A, so let's see if they could start winning, or will they drop out of the Champions League points or positions. And Napoli, they had a chance because Lazio lost to Inter to clinch the title, but they were not able to do that. And Salernitana, they get valuable point away from home, 1-1 draw there. And Cremonese and Hellas Verona play 1-1 draw as well. And Cremonese, it looked like they would maybe get all 3 points, which have probably it would have been proven valuable for them. But in the end, Hellas Verona, they get 1 point and are 1 point closer thanks to the Spezia result of surviving another season in Serie A. And those were probably the Serie A results that I want to talk about. Then moving on to La Liga Matchday 32, and both of the leading team and second team in the league won this time, so upsets didn't happen like in the midweek. Barcelona, they beat Real Betis 4-0 quite comfortably, especially after the red card for Edgar Gonzalez. And Lamine Yamal made the debut here, so let's see if he gets more game time against Osasuna. And Real Madrid, they beat Almeria 4-2, Benzema hat-trick there. So Real Madrid, they continue to put some pressure on Barcelona for the league title. And then Sevilla, they lose against Girona, and that was a bit surprising result, 2-0 win for Girona there. And Sevilla, they had the winning streak and as well as unbeaten streak going under Mendilibar. That is now snapped, but at least they won't get relegated. At least it looks like that they wouldn't get relegated. Then maybe some other interesting results. Athletic Club, they play 1-1 draw against Mallorca, so they are maybe not getting to European positions, at least if they continue to drop points in the matches that maybe they should win. Against Mallorca, I would think that would be a must-win match if they want to get to European positions. Atletico Madrid, they beat 5-2 away from home Real Valladolid, and that was just another great performance from Atletico Madrid. They have been great. Not that Barcelona match wasn't that great, but other than that, in months of April and as well as March, they have just been great. And another result, maybe Cadiz Valencia, that could be huge for the relegation race, 2-1 there. Those were the La Liga results that I wanted to talk about. Then moving on to Bundesliga Matchday 30, last of the leagues that I talk about in this video. And the lead changes again, so Dortmund, they had the leading position in Bundesliga for a while, but they drew against Bochum away from home 1-1, surprisingly, and Bayern, they didn't let that opportunity down to get back into league leading position, and they beat Hertha Berlin, the last team in the league, 2-0, and now Bayern, they lead the league, so let's see whether Bayern München or Borussia Dortmund wins the league this year. And Leipzig, they win Hoffenheim, important win, only 1-0, Nkunku scored the winner there, but important win. Leipzig, they are 5th, but not that far away from the Champions League positions. And other Champions League position teams, Union Berlin, they played against Leverkusen 0-0 game there. And I think that point is more valuable to Union Berlin. Leverkusen would have won a 3 there, especially if they want to get to Champions League or Europa League. And Freiburg, they get 1-0 win away from home against Köln. 3 points that could be very valuable for Freiburg, and it would be interesting to see them in the Champions League. And probably those were the results I wanted to talk about. Maybe Schalke, they beat Werder Bremen 2-1. Maybe a bit surprising result there, but Schalke, they need every point they could get, and they get all 3 there. But what are your thoughts about these La Liga, Serie A and Bundesliga matches, and were you surprised by any of these results? And hit the like and subscribe for more football content, and have a nice day.